I have no idea how much video time I have. I have no idea. But I have to report because the more silent I am, the more the fuck fiesta gets out of control. I mean, I'm being terrorized in Fort Walton Beach beyond description. These people are terrorizing my life in every facet, every footstep I take. And then they're controlling the whole neighborhoods with these toxic, demonic narratives. This whole neighborhood is under control because it's all white people. I'm the only black person. So then there's some Latino people next door. Everybody else is white. So it's very, 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 very easy to manipulate these people because I'm the other and I'm a black man and I'm an outsider and I stay to myself. And they don't know me. I'm on the other side of this fence. So they create these narratives because these people don't interact with me at all. And I don't interact with them on purpose. But these people can create narratives out of thin air. And they are terrorizing my life with these demonic narratives back to back to back, inciting violence, inciting people to steal from me, inciting people to want to inconvenience my life, to want to fuck me, to surveillance me unnecessarily, to avoid me, to isolate me. They want to keep me isolated because that's the strength of the nature of the lies. The nature of the lies are told, the texture of the lies are told for maximum isolation, because anything outside of isolation will expose the fact this is a good man. He's a real man. He likes women. He's a God-fearing man. He'll help anybody, black, white, just in my perimeter. You'll see that over time. Oh, he may stand for his people because his people are going through some shit. But at the same time, this man will help anybody. I've seen it with my own eyes over and over. So these truths must be protected. The only way these truths are protected is to keep me isolated with the most vitriol, the most incendiary, the most preposterous, the most vile fabrications that they can muster up. Because this is the only game in town where the accusers get to hide and they don't have to put their identities as stock and leverage, as liabilities for the loans and public trust they take out. They're not risking anything. It's a no risk policy for them because they don't have to put their reputations on their accusations because they are conspiring with the public to protect themselves against such measures. They've already conspired in advance with the public to protect themselves. So let me tell you what absolute power does. Besides the fact it absolutely corrupts, it provides an immunity to demonic people to execute a well-organized, well-polished plan that is premeditated, that is smooth, that is calibrated and well-oiled on all levels, to manipulate all who touch it, to galvanize your emotions, to make you feel contempt, to make you feel a sort of rage, to make you feel a sort of helplessness that gets funneled through your behavior as a Godfather gesture. Well, it's nothing. It's a small thing you got to do. Don't be angry at him. This is all you got to do. Just like the Godfather. Now you got to kiss the pinky ring because they told you the golden lies. Now that you have the golden lies and your ears have been blessed by the golden fabrications of a demonic horde of fools with potent snake oil that can manipulate the strongest minds. Now that your ears have been blessed with the golden fabrications, they expect you now to kiss the Godfather's pinky ring and become a puppet in their perpetual harassment. When I say perpetual, I mean daily, I mean nightly, I mean midday, I mean at work, I mean when I'm at the gas station, I mean when I'm at the bank, I mean when I'm at the church, I mean when we're praying with our heads down. Somebody's coughing to send me a message because they were told I can't be trusted even during prayer. We're talking about the most demonic, preposterous people that have walked this earth, whose shadow drips in Luciferian energy. These people are so regular that they can schmooze you. You'll have your guards down communicating with them. They'll totally carbon monoxide your ass. You won't smell it, you won't taste it, you won't see it. They will carbon monoxide the fuck out of your ass, because you will use your ears as power of attorney to decipher, because you will abandon your six senses, for they have been assaulted and beat into submission 100 miles back. So now you're just going on the fumes of what comes through your earlobes. And that's where they get you, because the narration is so toxic. It is so well practiced and so well rehearsed, so polished, so stupid. But it comes at you on so many different levels. This is all marketing. Okay? And there's nobody around to dispute it. And when you market something 24 hours a day, the most skeptical minds, the most practical, skeptical minds can get wore down by relentless, repetitious marketing. And these people have mastered relentless, repetitious marketing because this is their 24-hour-a-day job to destroy my life. Because me in shambles represents them having popularity amongst the people, to decipher these messages, to get the spoils of being the disseminators. They want the spoils of being the disseminators of such an audacious, vile set of lies. Florida has been the cesspool for Operation Destroy This Man by any means necessary. We are lying on this man 24 hours a day. We are homosexualizing every breath he takes because he is a masculine black man. He is masculine. He walks masculine. He talks masculine. If you get in his space, he will let you know you are too close in the most aggressive manner possible. He has all the trinkets of everything we don't like. Therefore, we shall put him in a dress metaphorically by homosexualizing every footstep he takes, because we know he don't play that shit. And it's just another form of emasculation, for we have been emasculating his kind for 500 years. We got so good at it, we got his whole timeline and hit everybody in his life marching to the beat of his premeditated demise that we conjured up in the dark rooms and cabals and esoteric intentions of demonic Luciferian activity that we are addicted to, the bullying sociopathic spirits. These people are the most severe sociopathic, tyrannical tyrants I've ever ran across. You want to talk about tyrants? They sabotage every breath I take. For if I lose, they win. And they want to tell you I keep losing by happenstance. But let me tell you something right now. Happenstance is a hell of a ominous figure. Because that bastard has been in my life consistently fucking me up. I just keep losing by happenstance. Well, let me tell you something. When you got a whole group of people that have resources and deep pockets sponsoring them, and they do this full time, their only job is to sabotage your life and to lie to everybody you come in contact with and use them against you. For all you will have to do is come in these people's space. That's all you will have to do. These people are so good. If I come in your space, as in 100 feet from you, they will tell you a lie so they can make you a puppet, a full-time puppet of their lascivious plan to destroy my life. They are looking for full-time puppets and volunteers in this lascivious cabal hatched in the darkness of wayward demonic hearts to destroy this man's life and to make it entertaining so the community will not only stand down, but they will interact and participate and be active culprits in an innocent man's demise. For we have marketed him as something else. And the proof of the pudding is never in the truth. It is in the perception, the marketing. And we can market this man any way we want to. We have the resources, the manpower, and the bankrupt ethics and the narcissism to market this man 24 hours a day any way we want to. For he is an introvert, quiet, bothers no one. And that is a template for disaster, for we are predators. And we will suck him dry. His silence will be his grave. If he speaks out, we'll say he's a fool. He can't win for losing. We have damned him. We have executed because we have demonic access to sacred ground in this life, sacred things. We have demonic access, for we are demonic people. And because of this demonic access, we beat him to the first punch everywhere in his life. And we look like we know what we're talking about. It's because we are the demons your grandmother warned you about. And our demonic access into his life is granted us the rights to perpetually destroy him. To make fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear, false evidence, appearing real. Fear, false evidence appearing real. These people have mastered the elements of fear, the elements of making false evidence appear real. They've mastered that. And when you have an introvert who minds his own business, who just wants to be left alone, these predators, these hyenas, these wolves, who relentlessly push this demonic narrative because they know it will stimulate the people to fuck him. And this is where they get their rocks, their daily rocks, stimulating people's hate and contempt. That's what they like to see on a daily, for they have been doing this for years. And they have gotten so good at it, are so well polished at bringing your hate and contempt out of you, things that have been buried, things that you have tried to go get therapy about, things that you have tried to overcome as an individual, because we're all trying to find our higher calling in life. These people will help you find those dark corridors inside yourself and embrace them and act on the contempt and the hatred that you thought had been therapeutically addressed in your life. These demons needed to be manifested on the front line of their dark vitriol agenda. So they will continue to destroy me. I am devastated that they have destroyed all of my family relations. I am devastated that otherwise intelligent people look at me like a predator. I am devastated that otherwise intelligent people buy in so easy to their narrative. I am devastated that in a world where you can mind your own business, work every day and not bother anybody, somebody can take that and create an ominous narrative out of that perpetually and have everybody hating you. That makes us all vulnerable, because as Americans, that's all we have is our behavior to justify who we are. And once our behavior no longer matters, just a narrative that dominates your life, where your behavior rides in the back seat. So what, you mind your business and don't bother anybody, and you get up and work every day. Who gives a fuck about that shit? These people's narrative says something different. And once we live in a world where people's words dominate behavior that you can visually see every day, but a narrative destroys your six senses. God gave you six senses, and the combination of these six senses we call common sense. Okay? But see, a demonic narrative can beat your common sense into submission, because you'll be trying to rationalize what you hear, and it won't make sense. But it will still be marketed to you and force-fed to you in demonic-sized chunks regardless. No, this is happening whether your six senses can embrace it or not. So the next thing you know, your six senses have been beat into submission. And you are just on the bandwagon riding like with everybody else. So these people are destroying my life so good. Let me tell you what they've been doing to me. Let me tell you what a party they are having, demonically destroying my life up here. It's just a party. Man, let me tell y'all, it is such a party.